Hi everyone, back Paul here. So just thought I'd do a little review today of a new helmet purchased from Sports Bike Shop. Bought it this week, it's just been delivered. As you've probably seen in the video title, it's an AGV K-3 SV. And I'm going to do the unboxing and just have a look at the helmet, go through the features. It's a pretty good entry level lid, this one, so it's got plenty of features though, and in a lot of ways it's pretty premium, the feel of it and the fit, and yeah, so I just thought you might be interested, and we'll have a look at it. So I've used Sports Bike Shop in the past and they're always pretty good. Delivery is pretty quick, they're usually fine with returns, and to be honest, they're usually quite a bit cheaper as well. So this one was £149.99 at the time when I bought it. It was around about £20 less than a lot of the other online stores and actual retail shops I've been to, or dealers. So yeah, they pack it pretty well, as you can see. So you've got this kind of inner packing, and then you've got the AGV box. So we'll take that out. Okay, so here's the helmet unboxed. It comes with a little helmet kind of cover or bag, AGV little bag there. I kind of only use that when I'm storing it indoors, just to stop it from getting scratched or marked. You've got a little bit of kind of literature there and so on. This is the main kind of feature or good little bonus. It's the pin lock visor lens. So as standard, AGV state that the visor is scratch resistant, fog resistant, UV treated. I kind of find though from experience that with a lot of helmet manufacturers, the fog resistance is kind of limited, so this pin lock is really good. It's ready, it's got the pin lock ready system on this lid, so you can just see there, it's kind of like a little stud. This goes in between it. They're normally dead easy to fit, takes a few minutes, and if you've got a helmet and you're not familiar with this, you can normally purchase these for a helmet if it's got the kind of pin lock system, and they're really impressive. They're dead easy to use, and they're good all year round, especially in winter. It stops the visor from misting up at all, and they're really effective. I've never had any problems, and even if I buy a bike helmet and it doesn't have this or doesn't come with this, then I would normally always buy that separately. So yeah, that's kind of a good little bonus that this one comes with as standard. So onto the helmet itself, it's a thermoplastic resin shell, or that's what AGV state, or that's how they call it. You might have seen from the video title, I mentioned it's an unboxing and review video, and you might be wondering, how can I be doing a review when I've only just had this one delivered? But I've actually got this model already, the AGV K-3 SV, and I've been using it for about a year and a half, just in a different design. So it's this one over here. It's the Guy Martin Britain replica, and I found it to be brilliant, and that's one of the main reasons I got this, just in the matte black. I love the Guy Martin design, by the way. I think it's awesome, you know, with all the different sponsors, and it's a really striking design. But a lot of the kit I've got now, it's more kind of neutral black and white colours, and to go with a bike, I just wanted this matte black one. It's a little bit more subtle, and yeah, I've been after this one for a while. The Guy Martin one I actually got in a sale, so got a really good deal on it. But this is one that I've had my eye on for a little bit of time now. But yeah, because I've had that one for nearly a year and a half, 2 years, I've used it quite a lot, so I've been able to kind of get an opinion on it and the features of it and so on. And overall, for the price, they're really good. You know, they've got plenty of features, they're pretty quiet, they're a good fit, and yeah, in terms of the premium helmets, they're not that much difference in terms of a lot of the features, but obviously a lot less in terms of the price. So this one here is an old Shoei helmet I've got. It's actually about 5 or 6 years, this one, if not a little bit more. And in terms of the weight, this one is, there you go, 1,450 grams, and the AGV comes in at 1525. I actually have this AVG in a large fitting. The Shoei was in a medium. Obviously styles and sizes vary. It kind of depends on your head shape, really, I guess. But it's approved for track use, as is the Shoei. And the difference, I guess, other than a slight weight difference, is some of the features. This one has got 6 vents on the top. This has got one kind of main vent, if you can just see it there, and then you've got these 2 side vents. But they're pretty effective. I mean, in winter they do let a lot of air in, so I definitely have no complaints about that. The Shoei is a D-ring kind of fastener, and this one is more like a ratchet kind of what they call like kind of seatbelt style, I guess. I kind of find the AGV one easier to use with that kind of fastening than the Shoei. I guess it's all down to preference, but yeah, definitely good value for money. There are quite a few other little features on this. So it's got 2 vents at the front, which you just operate by moving a little lever down there on the inside of the helmet, so you can see that. And when you put the visor down, you can flick up this little part at the front just there, and it creates a little gap. So if you're riding in the heat, or in winter, I guess you can let a bit of air through to stop it from misting up. So that's quite handy, and it just flicks down. A lot of this is obviously easy when you've got 2 hands. I'm just filming here, so with my phone, so it's quite tricky, but it is dead easy. I mean, the visor does move up and down a lot smoother than that and easier. If you look on the side, you've got this little switch here, and that's for the internal sun visor. Again, it's a good little feature. So that one just flicks up and down, and there is a stick on it, obviously, like the visor, so you can remove that. But it's quite handy, so obviously on a sunny day you can just flick that down. It's not really a very dark tint, it's kind of a light tint, but it does a job really well. I've used it quite a few occasions, and it's definitely worth having. I mean, it saves having to, you know, buy a kind of tinted visor or using sunglasses and so on. And again, for the value and the price of this lid, it's a great little feature. The only negative I would say on that is it can fog up quite easily. It's meant to be anti-fog, but I'm a little bit sceptical on that. It does fog up pretty easy. So I would probably say put the visor down and do the little lever at the front to let a bit of air through if you're going to be putting the sun visor down. Overall though, like I say, it's really quiet. It has a real quality feel to it as well on the inside. It's got what they call like a dry wick lining, so it's to prevent moisture, and none of the inside of this feels cheap. You know, it all kind of feels premium. Obviously it's done to a budget, but it does really feel premium, and they're always a great fit, I find. You've got the little chin curtain here, and it is all completely removable as well. All the cheek pads and the lining, it can be taken out and machine washed, so it's washable, so that's a good little feature. And recently I actually tried on a HGC or HJC, I don't know how to pronounce it. I found them to be a little bit of an odd fit, but I guess again it depends on your kind of head shape and what style you're into. These I find look fantastic, again, especially for the money. They're really kind of aggressive. They're not too in your face, but just the overall style. I mean, it comes out a little bit more at the front, and yeah, I just think they look fantastic. The Shoei is a little bit more, obviously, kind of traditional. I know that there'll be newer models than this. This is a fairly old model, but for me, it were kind of the style and the fitment that did it. And obviously, these are good in terms of safety. It's got a sharp rating of 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah, you can't really complain. It's very light as well, like I say, and overall, no problems. The final point I would say, or a couple of final points, is one, because of the shape at the front, it can lend or has a way of getting a little bit more air into it, which is good in the summer, but overall in the winter it can get a little bit cold. But that's just the styling of the lid. It's not a main point or a kind of bad point as such. It's just something that you might want to bear in mind. And the plastic along the bottom, especially on this model, I'm guessing that one's the same, but on this one it can have a tendency to scuff if you put it on tarmac. I've never dropped this one, but just when you put it on the ground, it can scuff quite easily, if you can see that. But again, you know, it's only that little kind of base plastic. The rest of it is really solid and has a quality feel. So hopefully you found that useful. As with all my videos, I'm not endorsed by Sports Bike Shop, AGV, or anybody like that. It's just my opinion on kit or kit as I buy it. I understand with Sports Bike Shop that if you leave this kind of sticker on the visor, then you're fine to send it back. So if you want to give it a try it on, but you're not happy with the fit, you can send it back as long as you don't remove all the stickers and so on. So yeah, you might just want to check on that if you buy one through them, but overall I've never had any problems with using them, and hope you found the video useful. if you want to subscribe, then please do. Thanks to everybody who subscribed so far. I'll be hopefully putting out quite a few more videos soon on the MT-09 and any kit as and when I get any. So again, yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.